Sanbonani, everybody. Welcome back to guys. Yo, like making a YouTube video is not so easy. Yo, kunendibeta. Andiqala ivideo kuphishela kwesi-10 manje ayiyayi. Sanbonani, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Dumelang Absheni Nda. Hello. This is Perspectives with Balasa, and of course, I am the host of the house. Welcome back, babies, to my 80-something subscribers. Guys, I'm going to the garage. Do you need anything? I'm kidding. To our new visitors, please do not leave without subscribing. It does not cost a thing, okay? Guys, ngibona kahle ukuthi ayengiqale futhi le video. I'm sorry if I made a mistake. I made a mistake. We're all human, we make mistakes. But anyway, welcome back, babies. And almost all of my videos start like this. I apologize. I couldn't post last week because I was so entangled with a lot of work, schoolwork, surprise, surprise, and I had a lot of other things to do. As you know, I am a peer educator at R22 University. So we had a fun run in collaboration with the Eastern Cape Liquor Board and a way to curb, I think, excessive drinking, especially during examination time. Some people use that as a defense mechanism or as some stress relief or anything like that, and they end up consuming too much for them. But anyway, yes, and we also had a first things first. So we work with higher health, as most peer educators in most universities are. So first things first is where we essentially have our tests. We have HIV tests, we have STIs, we have TB screenings, we have, in fact, everything health. We also have mental health and gender-based violence screenings. So yeah, I'll insert a few pictures here for you to see what we were up to. I couldn't take you with me, guys, because it was such a hot mess. And another thing that I wanted to mention, guys, a couple of weeks ago, I think, I met a couple of our perspects. I actually didn't think we had perspects in R22 University, but again, we do. I guess we do. And yeah, I was so thrilled to meet them. So what happened was I was in the library, so stressed about work. And me being me. So this girl passes and she's looking at me, for quite some time. I'm like, and then I'm drinking on abo. And then she's a perspect. And me being me, she still approached me. I'm easily approachable. Okay, guys, I'll smile more in public, but most of the time I'm wearing my mask, so you can't even see my expression. So yes, she did approach me. We didn't have much of a chat because we're in the library rooms. Okay, so but she did approach me. I also from perspects. I also from YouTube. I'm like, oh my word! Actually, some people actually do appreciate our content. I thought it would be people that mostly know me, but no. So I'm really glad I met the perspect. So whoever you are, next time you see me, mention your name so I could mention in the video. But thank you, you're very much appreciated. I love you. And another prospect I also met in one of our meetings as peer educators, and she also has a channel, so I'll be expecting a video soon. So we'll also be publishing too, we'll also be promoting, advertising, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, enough about the admin stuff. Actually, we have a lot to unpack. Like, we have a lot to unpack. Anyway, let me not say much. Let's get right straight into the crack of the video. Okay, guys, so let us step into the day's agenda. I cannot help but just go straight into the developing 22 million project, because what in the world is going on? I'm sorry, I got distracted. My laptop is giving me problems today. I don't know what the hell is going on. But anyway, so what do we have to say? What are our sentiments? What are our thoughts as the youth of the country, as the supposed leaders, future leaders of the country? I'm saying supposed because Tina just yaziyo, we have a right to a name. As ne right zethu. I'd like to believe we know a bit more than that. Okay. Yeah, so guys, I really am looking forward into what you all think. Please do comment down below. This topic, Dala in Hetman, I've been venting to other people about this, but Avandiva, no, like Avandiva. So I'm hoping my prospects bazondiva iyangikhathaza emoyeni noma like ayingiphathi kahle. 22 million, eh? Guys, earlier in the week, the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Mr. Natim Tetwa, further defended this decision and said it was for educational purposes and it was aimed at increasing foundational principles of democracy as stated in the constitution of this country in order to symbolize unity and democracy. Okay, so we can state the constitution once. We know what is in there. When it suits us. Okay, cool. And then he further said is a way to educate about our symbols. But 22 million for a flag, guys, even if it's a 100-meter flag, 22 million? Is this flag made out of gold? Anyway, weird. And the government further says we shouldn't look at this in isolation, but rather as an ongoing effort in order to deepen social cohesion and unity in the country. The last time I recall having unity in this country was in 1994, which I wasn't even born then. Weird. Hayi ivuye mntakabawo. And uCupcake wayivumela. Njani? Of all the things that we're dealing with in this country, bayivumela. Bayivumela mntakabawo. And there's really no point in celebrating unity in this country when there really isn't one. And social cohesion. Let's track back. Let's start it where it really originates. Social cohesion, heritage, and culture are not the only and the main ministries that impact on social cohesion. And there's our museums. There are so many things that we have in this country for our heritage that could instill this unity that they're talking about. Heritage and culture. Let's track back, my love. Let's track back. Heritage and culture is not the only and the main ministry that impacts social cohesion. It starts from attempting to minimize this enormous distinct between being poor and filthy rich. And it saddens me, after 28 years of democracy, till this day, the main primary, or rather the face of poverty, what it represents, is being black, is being a woman, and being in the rules. It is just as it is. 28 years after democracy, today, this year, 2022, marks 22 years of our democracy. Do we have anything tangible? I think we should just stop for a minute as a country, right? We should just stop in a minute and think and track back where we are. Where have we been? How far have we gotten? Have we achieved what we fought for? What is the main reason we fought for democracy? Yes, we got the democracy, but what do we have in our hand to say, this is what we did, blah, blah, blah. There's still a backlog of things in this country that still need to be solved. But back, you don't need 2 million flag. Highly weird. Hi guys, weird. Oh, the feasibility of this project was met with so much backlash, and people think it is quite ridiculous because this money could be channeled into things that could be assisting us with so many issues that we're dealing with in this country. There's unemployment rate that I'm not even gonna tap into. This is a prolonged problem that we've been having for years. There's crime. They could be building recreational centers or recreational services where the youth could stop idling in the streets and actually be doing something about their future. There are gender-based violence and femicide programs that they could be aiding, but no. In a board of executives, they sat down and not even one single person thought, but guys, 22 million for a flag is a bit of a stretch. No, they sat down and agreed the best thing that South Africa needs right now and all the issues that we have is a flag. It will solve all of our problems. Till this day, I cannot fathom, guys. I cannot think, what was the thought process? What was the thought process behind this? What was going on in their mind? I actually had this conversation with a classmate of mine, I think a couple of days ago. And she actually made me realize that maybe these people are so, and I quote, she said, disconnected from reality that 22 million for a flag is not so bad. But what about the people on the ground? What about people on the slums? Because these are the most people that will be affected, to be honest, that will be directly affected. And to be honest, Imali taxpayers. Hi, South Africa. I cupcake. Khona enye video. I don't know if I could put a clip here, but like it was taken so lightly. The president was talking about it. I think no man. I think you're going to see a joke. And to be honest, the same sentiments are shared throughout. I mean, someone even went to the extent to say that this is just an excuse for some ulterior motive and there's no educational purpose behind it whatsoever. Because really, I can't believe, I don't think mature people, full life experienced, sat down and agreed on a 22 million flag as a solution to our problems to attract tourists. We have museums, we have heritage streets in Soweto, we have Robben Island, we have the Kruger National Park. There's that's still dealing with the poaching, rhino poaching issue that could be aiding in those things. But no, a 100-meter flag is the solution. And the Congress of South African Unions, I hope I'm saying it right, COSATU, it definitely condemns this idea as well. And I would expect them to be honest, because they're quite vocal. And EFF goes to say this is an exhibition that definitely shows that that department doesn't know what to do with the money they have. They don't know how to efficiently put that budget to use. And Kasatu continues to say, this is the first time they've ever agreed with EFF. They never thought that I could agree more with EFF. Because what? Because, guys, those things that I've mentioned, the Kruger National Park, the heritage sites, the heritage streets, the Robben Island, those are things that talk about our heritage. I believe our heritage is important as a country. But those are things that we could be maintaining, you know? Certain museums, certain theaters were closed during hard lock COVID. Those are the things that could be maintaining, but they want to build another monument, a flag. I'm in South Africa. I'm a minister. Huh? Like the depart what's this? Umoya kupuga. That department, I was really supporting that department because I really thought they're doing things. I used to follow them on social media. I'd see them going pre-COVID, that is. I'd see them going to theaters, to monuments, opening up new venues. I'm like, it's working. And there's also working with the lovely lady that I like, Miss Chaba Kumalo. Love that lady to death. Pardon me. So, I liked it until this happened. I'm sorry, guys. My laptop today, it's not working with me. And I quote, they just can't read the room. So these are one of the sentiments that was followed by a sentence from one of our famous opera singers and activist that argues that it's not even about the money for her, right? But it's just not the time to be erecting anything in this country, right? Like, it's not. And she further says that this is just them giving themselves a pat on their back, that they actually could splurge some money. Because what? She says the very same thing as I'm saying. The monuments, the theaters were shut down during COVID. And instead of maintaining them, they want to build a 22 million flag monument. I mean, that's just absurd, guys. No, I'm sorry, but what? It really doesn't make sense. Njani? And in one of her interviews, this phenomenal woman further says, this is just a way, she's really just glad that they're finally exposing themselves, that there's such a dysfunctional department, and that South Africa could finally see what they've been crying and complaining about as artists. Remember the time when artists came together and protested and marched to the arts department? It was during hard lock COVID around the, that. So finally, she's really glad. Those are her words. And I couldn't agree with her more. Like, I understand the pain. To be honest, I don't think the department has supported artists in any way. Neither does the government as a whole, to be honest with you. I have not. Unless I don't know. But I stand to be corrected either way. But yeah, I mean, it's just absurd. But later in the week, and credits to him for that, credits to Mr. Mteta for that, he listened. South Africa spoke and he listened. So later in the week, he made a decision to review the whole thing about the flag. But I'm saying, reviewed should be abolished. The whole thing should just be cut down, cut out. But at least it shows responsiveness to the outcry and the sentiments of the country. At least, finally, I'm glad it's not the first incident, but social media played a huge role. People were complaining on the socials, and Mr. Nati, pardon me, sorry, Mr. Nati listened, you know, and he reviewed this whole process. There's another clip of our cupcake, our president, saying Mr. Mteta once came to him when he was in a meeting and he couldn't answer him, so he got back to him after the meeting and he was discussing with Mr. Mteta. Mr. Mteta vented to him that the country is not so happy about this decision, which is such a great initiative. Pardon me. Great? I don't think so. But anyway, and then they joked about it and said, when the economy of this country has improved, then we shall go back to that flag thingy. Of which then I don't think the flag will be built anytime soon, because at the rate that we're going, hell no. Ngabe oil iyakhuphuka. Guys, ngibositshela ukuthi ngithenga oil. But otherwise, canola oil is very expensive. But yeah, and that's in Figan and taking oil, guys. But yeah. So those are the sentiments, and one of the things she said that I really thought about, it really put me into some kind of a deep thought that I didn't know about. It's one of those things that government do. They just distract themselves by saying they're reviewing it, they're stopping it for now. They're like, okay, let's do here, do attention, focus on that for a little bit, and then we'll go back to it. Once you open your eyes, when you finally open your eyes again, pardon me, that flag will already be up there. That flag will already be up there, and to be honest, it might just cost 500,000 or even less, and the rest of the money is going to go exactly where it was supposed to go in the first place. And I'm not gonna say where, we all know. But anyway, we're not trying to beef up, eh? So yeah, guys, in closing the video, I am really, really keen in hearing your thoughts about this one. Please do comment down below and let's have a heated conversation about this. I mean, guys, splurging 22 million for a single project, 22 million sanctioned to a flag. Well, I'm really keen. I'm really proud of social media. I'm really proud of all the infamous things it's been famous for. But at least this one thing, we managed to do it right. We actually do have a voice, guys, as a youth. I mean, we are the majority of the country. So if we come together and say no to a lot of things, a lot could change. But Tina, I have no issues with the brand. Survive your brand. What's your girl? Anyway, that is it from me. Please do comment down below, guys. I am so eager about this. I'm so venting to you guys. Let's have this conversation as the youth. Come on, let's do it. But yeah, and guys, I am entering my examination season. Pray for students. So it's mid-year exams and I probably won't be posting much, but I'll try to release a couple of videos or at least record in advance so I could release them. So yeah, so that is just a warning so that I won't have to apologize in another video. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye until next video. To my subscribers, these are your kisses, these are your hugs. To those that are not here, to those that are not in the family, to those that have not subscribed and you've gotten this far on this video, what are you doing? What are you doing, my love? Anyway, I still love you. Bye.